Pick littered in middle of 6. Niggas is bitter as dick. Lickers is licking the clicks. Clitoris vigorous black bass. At the vivid is black ass. Moves back in the past faster than.
What is up and what is good, YouTube? It is your boy Savannah Don, back at you again with yet another YouTube video. Now y'all, I know it's been a minute. I was trying to let the video get the clout that it was supposed to get. You know, last video, if you missed it, Members Only Volume 4 dropped, so did a reaction to it. We cracked over 4,000 views. Thank y'all so much. We're about to hit 7,000 views on the Comethazine video. Those will be somewhere probably right here for y'all to be looking at. Check them out throughout the video. But in this video, I'm basically, as you seen by the title, going to be talking about my 2 tattoos. Now, you have seen me go get the X one, but you have, I talked about this one and you may have seen it in previous videos, but I feel like since the channel's growing bigger and bigger, I probably need to break down to you guys basically how I am and how basically kind of how my mind works around with the tattoos. But before we hop into this video, I want to give a huge shout out to @YoungSussy_333 on Instagram. He is saying that I am his favorite YouTuber. Thank you so much. It means a lot to me. You know, I'm still trying to get used to this whole YouTube thing, so it's still kind of big for me when people be like, I'm their favorite YouTuber, because, you know, I'm not used to that kind of attention. But shout out to him. Go give him a follow on Instagram. You know, he'll probably be tagging me and stuff. He be DMing me, be giving him, like, I be giving him advice, like, for real. Follow him. I'm just saying. Make sure y'all give that man a follow. I'll even drop it in the comment section below, so y'all give this man a follow. So make sure y'all do that. I really don't want to waste no more time on this video, so let's go ahead and hop right. All right, y'all. So I think the first one to go into is the one that I got not last year on my birthday, but the year before last. I was doing YouTube then, but at the time, I don't know why, I did a horrible job vlogging that whole day when I went to go get the tattoo. So basically, breaking down what this tattoo is, it is basically a heart, as you can see, with angel wings. But I like to break it down as, so the heart is my heart. It's my heart. And then one angel wing is for my father, who passed away 3 years ago. And the other wing is for my uncle, who passed away. They were both meaningful in my life. Even if, you know, one of them people wasn't there all the time, you know, they still, you know, had me. So, like, regardless of how they treated me or whatever, I'm gonna make sure that I still make sure I represent them, and I'm, you know, making sure I do what I gotta do. So that, for this first tattoo, in reality, didn't really take as long, and it didn't really hurt that much, it being my first tattoo. And adding color, as you see, color definitely is something that a lot of people is afraid of when it comes to tattoos, just because they feel like color, since it takes the longest, it hurts the most. But it actually didn't even hurt that much either. Definitely I would say it's a decently sized big tattoo for my first one. But I mean, it means a lot to me. I basically got the tattoo. I was really hurting, you know, losing somebody like my father and stuff. So being able to get a tattoo and representing my uncle and my dad, it means a lot. Like, it kind of helps me out in the grief process, because it makes me feel like that they're there, or like they're there on my, like you know, a tattoo is forever. So I feel like if I have a tattoo that represents them, like, then they're there with me forever. That's kind of what the tattoos, like, I will never get a tattoo ever in life. That is just something, you know, dumb, that doesn't mean anything. Like, because this is something that I'm gonna have to look at for the rest of my life. I'm not trying to look at no trash work or no pointless sign, symbol, whatever. Like, there's no point. Like, so I like that. It will not be my first big one that I probably ever get. I'll probably get something bigger. Like, you know, I don't even know. But just looking at this tattoo every day, it kind of makes me smile how I grew from, you know, how I used to be looking at, you know, certain stuff, and how I used to view the world and stuff. I grew from that, and now I don't really get sad. I just kind of look at my tattoo and remember them in whichever way possible. And I really feel like that is a way that it's a great coping skill, and coping skill really helps when it comes down in a whole grief process. Now on to my second tattoo. This one, everybody knows what this is. Did a vlog on it, but I didn't really break down. And I mean, it was times in moments in the video when I talked about X and stuff. But really, like, honestly, the first song that put me on to X was "I Don't Want to Do This Anymore." In a rough place, in a really bad relationship in like 2016. I think it was like early 2017. Heard "I Don't Want to Do This Anymore." I fell in love with it. And it was just something I had on repeat. So I don't know why, but it helped me out when it came down to, you know, if we were arguing or something, or I was in my feelings or something. It was a good song to run back to for some reason, because it's kind of like I felt like the X understood me on a level that nobody else could, and it's always going to be that way, because it's hard to find an artist that can sit there and talk about stuff that you've been through like they were there with you the whole time. So when you find somebody like that, I really feel like you have to remember them and memorialize them best ways possible. And in my head, the best way possible was to get a tattoo. And the only two that came down to mind that I really liked was either the Broken Heart tattoo like I got, or it would have either been the Numb. Those were both I really liked those tattoos. They were both done well, and they were both, every tattoo to X had a meaning too. Another one that I like on X was Remember to Remember. That also has so many meanings to it that you can't even break it down in no proper manner, because the meanings would just be endless. So I feel like the way X was, he was the same way. You know, he didn't want to get a tattoo that, you feel me, was just for nothing. He wanted to get a tattoo that represented stuff, and every single one of his tattoos has a meaning. I just wish he would have, he would still be here to break down every meaning, because there's so many unanswered questions down to the T with his tattoos that it's just so hard to basically give an explanation for it. But yes, this tattoo, once again, did not take long at all. This tattoo was basically kind of like, honestly, you seen in a vlog, couldn't even be more than 10 minutes. Just quick tattoo. Didn't hurt. For the amount of trouble that I went into, and I'll probably put that right here, probably about right here. Make sure you check that out. When I went, it took so long. Like in the vlog, it took so long, y'all. Y'all don't even understand. It took so long just for a 10-minute tattoo. And I'm not hating on the work, because the work is, it was pretty decent. But going through what we had to go through just to get a 10-minute tattoo definitely shouldn't have took all day. It was basically kind of like an all-day thing. But yes, X is a big part of my life. He is forever tattooed on me till the day I have to leave this earth. And I felt like it was what was best, because he was the artist that is probably going to resonate in my mind for like probably the end of time, because music lives on. This dude, I didn't even know. I had actually checked Spotify today. He like Sauce and Gassed Up and a couple other songs is on Spotify's Most Necessary. I didn't even know that. Like, that is absolutely amazing. So like, just seeing that, it makes me happy seeing stuff like that. It makes me happy to be able to react to stuff like Members Only Volume 4, where there is new music that acts, genuine music, not just music that people piece together. It's always about when it's genuine, and I love that so much. And that was basically, I know, probably thought I had a lot more tattoos. I only have 2 right now, y'all, but this is, like I said, this is a video for the people who are new to the channel and are looking to learn more about me. And definitely we gonna have to break down more about me, and we will. But before we close out this video, I do want one more request. I want you guys to comment questions, either comment questions or look in the description and search for my Instagram. It is also on the intro. And DM me questions. DM me whatever questions you want to know about me, and I will be doing a Q&A, and I will be talking to you guys anything you want to know about me. anything. I will even make sure I add it to the little attachment to the comments, also talking about drop questions, or if you have any questions. Even if you don't have an Instagram or whatever, make sure you drop something in the comments. I will be looking at comments too. So yeah, I think that's all that I have to actually go over. I'm really proud of where the channel is. The channel is growing so much, you guys. The reactions are growing so much. Every time I look up, the subscriber count is going up. We're inching closer and closer to 800. And when we hit 800, y'all, we ain't no more easing on the gas. We gotta put the gas pedal through the floor of the car and go straight to a K. We can't dilly-dally in the 800s for a couple months and dilly-dally in 900 for a couple months, because it's some YouTube pages out there that got me projected to hit 1,000 in 4 months. I know we can hit 1,000 before 4 months. We're hitting 1,000 before March. 1,000 before March. I know we can do it. Share the crap out of this video. I think that's all I gotta go over. Shout out to you, my biggest fan. Thank you so much. I will be putting you down in the comment section below, shouting you out, and we'll also be reminding you guys about my Q&A. Make sure y'all stay ready for the Q&A and the new Music Friday that'll be coming out all throughout the week. Q&A will be dropping probably Thursday, and then the new Music Friday, as you guys, as my returning subscribers know, it will be at midnight most of the time when the music releases. That's all I gotta go over for this video. Thank y'all so much for over 700. Don't think I did not see that. We did reach over 700, almost on our way to 800. Thank y'all so much. Thank y'all for 4,000. Thank y'all for almost 7,000. I'm Savon Donovan.